Will they never learn? I mean, border protection is a relatively simple concept to comprehend. And Labor and the Greens have made terrible mistakes in the past, costing hundreds of lives, billions of dollars and generating misery for tens of thousands of people churned through detention. Labor has put themselves through the ringer over this issue because they've found it hard to bring themselves to support the tough policies they know are necessary. And by the way, of course, you need no reminding, Labor just lost an election. In the lead-up to that election, they foolishly and recklessly tinkered with softer border protection laws yet again, forcing Medivac changes through the parliament in cahoots with the Greens and independents. Now, armed with a strong electoral mandate, the coalition will move to repeal those laws. You'd think that Labor might have learned a lesson or two. But Christina Keneally, controversially promoted to a frontbench position, apparently to make life tough for Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton, doesn't seem to understand.
It's up to the government to explain if changes are necessary. I have no information that would suggest changes are necessary.
No information? No information that suggests Labor might have made a grave mistake in backing the Medivac laws? No information that would change her mind about laws the government and a range of experts warned could lead to people smugglers trying to restart their evil and dangerous trade? Is Christina Keneally saying she missed the news that generated headlines across the country and led news bulletins less than a fortnight ago?
It's been revealed the Department of Home Affairs is investigating reports up to 6 boats may have recently attempted journeys to Australia. It's understood Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton is in Sri Lanka to deal with the issue. It comes a week after a vessel was intercepted carrying 20 Sri Lankans.
Yes, that's right. After the Medivac laws were passed and while the election campaign was underway, with most of the media telling the world that Labor would be coming to power, the people smuggling ventures began again. That's very public information, and it ought to be very sobering for Keneally and Labor. I can assure you that while most of the media always tries to run Labor's line on this stuff, the so-called quiet Australians can see exactly what has gone on here. And as for refugees coming to Australia for medical care, well, that just as that happened before the Medivac bill, it's happening after the Medivac bill as well. As many of us warned at the time, the refugees were always being brought to Australia for medical attention when it was necessary. It was a bill to fix a non-existent problem that risked creating a people smuggling problem. You have to wonder if the left will ever come to learn how this issue works, how their virtue signalling only puts lives at risk, and that while their social media cheer squad laps it up, mainstream voters can see right through it.